Okay, in today's video I am going to teach about Cauchys first limit theorem. Basically, Cauchys limit theorem, I am going to teach about this method, how to solve the Cauchy sequence. Okay, what it is saying, first point, if limit n tends to infinity un equal to L. Okay, what is saying, if limit n tends to infinity un means an term of limit, then limit n tends to infinity u1 plus u2 plus and so on up to plus un divided by n equal to L. Okay, this is Cauchy's first limit theorem. And the second part is about if limit n tends to infinity un equal to L, where un greater than 0, un is a positive sequence. Okay, then limit n tends to infinity u1 into u2 and so on into un whole to the power 1 by n equal to L. Okay, this is the first Cauchy's limit theorem. First point, what is this? If limit n tends to infinity un equal to L. Okay, if limit n tends to infinity un equal to L, then limit n tends to infinity u1 plus u2 plus and so on up to un divided n divided equal to L. And similarly, if limit n tends to infinity un equal to L, where un is a positive sequence, then limit n tends to infinity u1 into u2 and up to so on up to un whole to the power 1 by n equal to L. Okay, so to understanding this problem, we should do some examples. Okay, so example 1, let us consider a sequence limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by 2 plus and so on up to 1 by n divided n. Okay, clearly you can notice that this sequence 1 plus 1 by 2 plus up to 1 by n divided by n, this sequence each of the form this form. Okay, so you should find un. What will be un? Un would become here un equal to 1 by n. Then we should calculate limit n tends to infinity 1 by n equal to, it would be 0. Hence that implied limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by 2 plus and up to 1 by n divided n equal to 0. How we find? Because we just apply the Cauchy's first limit theorem. If limit n tends to infinity un equal to L, here if limit n tends to infinity un equal to L here 0, then whole term would be, whole sequence would be 0. Okay, so this is what Cauchy's first limit theorem. Now should go to study about Cauchy's second limit theorem. Okay, Cauchy's second limit theorem, what it is saying, if un is a sequence of positive terms, un is a sequence of positive terms and limit n tends to infinity un plus 1 divided by un equal to L. Then limit n tends to infinity un to the power 1 by n is equal to L. Okay, this is Cauchys second limit theorem. To using, if the sequence will be in this form, then we should first apply this rule. If we will get the L, then the whole limit of the sequence will be L. Okay, so for getting clear idea, we should do some examples. Example, what did I say? Limit n tends to infinity n factorial to the power 1 by n divided by n. Okay, so we will solve this. Limit n tends to infinity n factorial to the power 1 by n divided by n. Clearly we notice that here xn would become it. Clearly it would be like what? N factorial divided by n to the power n whole to the power 1 by n, this form. So here xn would become n factorial divided by n to the power n. Okay, or we'll consider un according to our theorem. Un equal to n factorial divided then un plus 1, it will become n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 1 to the power n plus 1. That means n plus 1 into n factorial divided by n plus 1 to the power what? N into n plus 1 to the power 1. Okay, so we should apply this Cauchys theorem. That means limit n tends to infinity un plus 1 divided by un equal to limit n tends to infinity un plus 1 is n plus 1 into n factorial divided by n plus 1 to the power n into n plus 1 into un. What is un? Un is n factorial divided, so we should do n to the power n divided by n factorial, reciprocal. Okay, so here we are just cancelling n factorial to n factorial. Okay, so what it become? And we can cancel n plus 1 through n plus 1. It would become what? It would become n to the power n divided by n plus 1 to the power n equal to, that means limit. Okay, it would be like limit n tends to infinity n divided by n plus 1 whole to the power n. Okay, we can write it as limit n tends to infinity n plus 1 divided by n to the power minus n. Okay, equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n to the power minus n is equal to 1 by e. Okay, so what would be our this limit? This limit also become limit n tends to infinity n factorial divided by n 1 by n equal to 1 by e according to this Cauchys second limit theorem. Okay, hope you should understood the whole concept. So if you like my video, then do comment, like and subscribe. Thank you.